I still remember the night Emily said we were solid. We are rare, she told me, smiling through the phone. I know, I said. I feel safe with you. You're my home, she replied. That was how we talked back then. Late nights. Soft voices. Promises said like facts. I believed every word. I planned years ahead without fear. I pictured her in every version of my future, and it felt natural, not forced. So when she asked me to meet her on a quiet Sunday evening, I didn't expect anything to change. She sat across from me, hands wrapped around her cup. I need to talk, she said gently. Okay, I answered. What's wrong? She took a breath. I think I need some space. I laughed once, confused. Space? Like a weekend alone? No, she said softly. Distance. Just for a while. My chest tightened. Did I do something? No, she said quickly. You're perfect. This isn't about you. I leaned forward. Then what is it about? Me, she said. I need to focus on myself. I feel lost. I nodded even though my head was screaming. So, are we breaking up? No, she said. God, no. We are still us. Her voice was calm. Too calm. This will make us stronger, she added. I searched her face. Stronger how? We'll miss each other, she said. We'll grow. Then we'll come back better. I wanted to argue. I wanted to say love doesn't need distance. Instead, I asked, how long? I don't know, she replied. Please trust me. That word hit me hard. Of course I trust you, I said. She reached for my hand. Thank you for understanding, she whispered. I squeezed her fingers even though mine were shaking. If this is what you need, I said, I'll wait. Her shoulders relaxed like I had passed a test. You're amazing, she said. On the drive home, I kept replaying her words. This will make us stronger. I repeated it out loud like a promise I could hold. That night, we texted like normal. Did you get home safe? She asked. Yes, I replied. I already miss you. I miss you too, she sent back. But the message felt lighter than before. The next few days were quiet. Not empty. Just different. I'm proud of us, she texted one morning. Me too, I answered. Then one evening, I opened my phone to check a location, something we always shared without thinking. The map didn't load. I refreshed it. Nothing. I went to her chat and saw the small grey text. Location sharing ended. I stared at it. Maybe it was part of the space, I told myself. Maybe I was overthinking. I typed, Hey, did your phone reset? She replied minutes later. Yeah, probably. Don't worry. I put my phone down, but the tight feeling stayed. I told myself love meant trust. I told myself distance was temporary. Still, that was the moment something quiet broke inside me, even if I didn't know it yet. The distance didn't crash down all at once. It crept in quietly, like something patient. At first, Emily still texted good morning. Did you sleep okay? She asked. Yeah, I replied. I dreamed about you. That's sweet, she sent back. Sweet. Not I miss you. A week later, her replies grew smaller. How was your day? I asked. Busy, she said. Want to talk later? Maybe. I'm tired. Later never came. I started filling the silence by talking to myself. She's just adjusting, I said out loud. This is healthy. But my phone felt heavier every night. When I finally called her, she answered on the third ring. Hey, she said. You sound distracted, I said. I'm just thinking, she replied. About what? Life, she said, laughing softly. I forced a smile she couldn't see. I miss hearing your voice, I told her. It's only been a day, she said. That stung more than it should have. I know, I replied. I just miss you. She paused. I'm trying to be present, she said. Can we not make this heavy? I swallowed my words. Okay, I said. Sorry. After we hung up, I stared at the wall. Was wanting closeness making things heavy now? 2 nights later, She cancelled again. I'm exhausted, she texted. I understand, I replied. I didn't. I typed and erased messages until my thumbs hurt. Are we okay? Deleted. I feel far from you. Deleted. I sent nothing. Ryan noticed before I admitted it. You look like hell, he said when we met for coffee. I'm fine, I said. You say that like you're trying to convince yourself. I stirred my drink. She just needs space, I said. Ryan raised an eyebrow. Space doesn't mean disappearing. I frowned. You don't know her, I said. I know you, he replied. And you're shrinking. That made me defensive. She's not doing anything wrong, I said. I didn't say she was, he said. I said something feels off. I shook my head. You're reading too much into it. Ryan leaned back. Just don't ignore your gut, he said. That night, I tried again. Can we talk tomorrow? I texted Emily. Let's see how I feel, she replied. My chest tightened. Okay, I typed. Tomorrow came. She didn't. I called anyway. It rang until voicemail. I didn't leave a message. I didn't want to sound desperate. At midnight, she finally texted. Sorry, long day. I replied instantly. It's okay. I just wanted to hear you. 3 dots appeared. Then vanished. She sent, we'll talk soon. Soon felt like a word without meaning. I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, replaying everything. Maybe I was needy. Maybe distance was supposed to hurt before it helped. I checked our old messages, scrolling through I love you and I miss you like they were proof of something still alive. At 2 a.m., I opened our chat again. I searched the word miss. The last time she said it was weeks ago. I locked my phone and whispered into the dark. Distance doesn't feel like love. No one answered. I hadn't seen Emily in person for almost 3 weeks, so when she asked to meet, my heart jumped like it used to. She smiled when she arrived. You look good, she said. So do you, I replied. I missed you. She hesitated, then nodded. Yeah, she said. We sat side by side, close but not touching. The space between us felt planned. So, I said, forcing a light tone, how have you been? Busy, she replied. Work stuff. Same, I said. I keep thinking about you. She looked away. I know, she said quietly. Her phone buzzed on the table. She glanced down, then flipped it over too fast. I still saw the name. Lucas. I tried to stay calm. Who's Lucas? I asked, pretending not to care. She blinked. What? Your phone, I said. I saw the name. She laughed once, too sharp. Oh, he's just a coworker. Just. What does he want at 8 at night? I asked. She shrugged. Work doesn't stop at 5. You never talk about him, I said. He's new, she replied quickly. You're overthinking again. That word cut deep. I'm not trying to, I said. I just want to understand. She picked up her phone and typed fast. Can this wait? She asked. Is everything okay? I said. Yes, she answered. I just need to reply. I watched her face soften while she typed. I noticed the small smile she didn't know she was wearing. You don't smile like that with me lately, I said. She stiffened. That's not fair. I'm not accusing, I said. I'm hurting. We tried to talk like we used to. Remember that place near the lake? I asked. The one with the old bridge, she said. Yeah, I replied. We said we'd go together. Maybe someday, she said. Someday felt like a door closing. You feel far, I said. She exhaled slowly. I warned you this would be hard. I didn't think hard meant hiding parts of your life, I said. Her eyes sharpened. There is nothing to hide. Then why do I feel shut out? She stood up. I don't want to fight, she said. I'm not fighting, I said. I'm asking. She didn't answer. She walked away without turning back. On the drive home, I argued with myself. You're being paranoid, I said out loud. No, I answered myself. You're being ignored. She loves you, I said. Then why does this hurt so much? I replied. That night, the name wouldn't leave my head. Lucas. Just a coworker. I called Sarah, hoping her voice would calm me. Hey, I said. Am I crazy? She sighed. What happened? I saw a name on Emily's phone, I said. Okay, Sarah replied. Lucas, I added. Silence stretched too long. He works with her, Sarah said carefully. That's it? I asked. Yes, she said, too quick. She knows his schedule, I said. Work friends talk, Sarah replied. Does she talk about me like that? I asked. Sarah didn't answer. Sarah, I said softly, are you lying to me? No, she said, but her voice cracked. I swallowed. Okay, I said. Thanks for answering. After the call, my hands wouldn't stop shaking. I opened my laptop even though I promised myself I wouldn't. This means nothing, I whispered. Stop, I told myself. Just look, I answered back. I searched his name with her company. A profile appeared. Smiling. Familiar. I checked social media next. My heart pounded with every scroll. Then I saw it. A photo from last week. Lucas standing near a window. Emily's reflection behind him. I leaned back in my chair. This is nothing, I said. You're lying, I answered myself. I grabbed my phone. Ask her, I told myself. No, I replied. She'll deny it. The room felt too quiet. I don't want this to be real, I whispered. But it already is, I answered myself. I paced the room, phone in my hand. Sleep, I told myself. You won't, I replied. Trust her, I said. Then why are you scared? I asked back. My reflection stared back at me from the dark screen. You know, I whispered. I don't want to, I replied. The clock ticked past 2. My chest felt tight. My thoughts wouldn't slow. If this is nothing, why does it hurt? I asked myself. Because you care, I answered. Fear sat heavy in my stomach, sharp and constant, like a warning I didn't want to hear yet. Not tonight, though. I stared at the screen until my eyes burned. If I keep digging, everything changes, I whispered. And if you stop? I asked myself. Then you stay blind, I replied. I kept searching, feeling sick, knowing I wouldn't stop, knowing something was wrong, and knowing my life had already started to change. I didn't find the truth all at once. It came in pieces, like cuts that didn't bleed right away. I sat on my bed with my laptop open, telling myself I was just checking one thing. Just to calm down, I whispered. I opened our message history and scrolled to the nights she said she needed space. I'm staying in, she had texted. I need quiet tonight. I'm exhausted. Talk tomorrow. I checked the dates. Then I checked the photos. There she was, smiling in a mirror I didn't recognize. The timestamp said 10:47 p.m. My hands started shaking. No, I said. That's not what it looks like. I clicked another message thread I shouldn't have known about. Lucas. The words burned. Tonight was nice. I like when you laugh like that. Same time tomorrow. I laughed once, sharp and empty. You said you were tired, I told the screen. I checked the calendar. Same nights. Same times. Space. Distance. Lies. I felt something collapse inside me, slow and final. I called her before I could stop myself. She answered after 2 rings. Hey, she said. Who is Lucas? I asked. She didn't pretend this time. She sighed. You went looking. So it's true, I said. Yes, she replied quietly. That word echoed. Yes. How long? I asked. She paused. It just happened. I laughed again. Nothing just happens, I said. You chose this. I didn't plan it, she said. Distance changed things. No, I said. Distance showed who you are. She stayed silent. You told me you needed space to find yourself, I said. I did, she replied. And you found him, I said. That's not fair, she said. Neither was lying, I answered. Her voice softened, like she was reading from a script. I didn't mean to hurt you. But you did, I said. I was confused, she said. You were selfish, I replied. She inhaled sharply. I still care about you. That makes it worse, I said. She started explaining. I felt lonely. You were always there, and I needed something different. So you replaced me, I said. I didn't replace you, she said. I drifted. I closed my eyes. You drifted while holding my hand, I said. She whispered my name. Please don't talk to me like I'm a villain. I'm talking to you like someone who broke me, I replied. She cried then. I never wanted this to happen. But you never stopped it either, I said. The truth settled heavy and cold. She didn't fight for me. She didn't protect us. She didn't protect me. I trusted you, I said. I know, she replied. You watched me agree to distance while you were already somewhere else, I said. She didn't deny it. I asked you if I did something wrong, I said. You said no. You didn't, she whispered. Then why wasn't I enough? I asked. She didn't have an answer. I replayed every conversation, I said. Every night I waited. I never meant for you to wait, she said. But I did, I replied. The silence hurt more than the words. I'm sorry, she said again. Sorry doesn't undo this, I said. She took a shaky breath. I just want you to understand. That was it. Understand. I realized then she wanted comfort, not forgiveness. She wanted relief from guilt, not accountability. I understand everything, I said quietly. She waited. I understand you chose yourself, I continued. And I understand you chose him. She cried harder. I never stopped caring. But you stopped choosing me, I said. My voice didn't shake anymore. I gave you my trust, I said. You gave me excuses. I'm human, she said. So am I replied. We stayed silent, connected by a line that felt dead. Can we talk later? She asked softly. No, I said. She gasped. I just need time, she said. You had time, I answered. I ended the call and stared at my phone. I thought I would scream or cry or break something. Instead, I felt empty. The proof hurt more than suspicion ever did, because it showed me something clear. She never tried to protect my heart. I woke up every morning feeling like my chest was filled with wet cement. Get up, I told myself. No, I answered. The room stayed quiet. My phone stayed silent. She's not calling, I said. She doesn't owe you anything, I replied back to myself. I stopped sleeping. When I did, I dreamed of her voice saying my name like it used to. I woke up reaching for nothing. She chose him, I whispered. She chose herself, I corrected. Food tasted like paper. Music felt too loud. Silence felt louder. Breathe, I told myself. I can't, I answered. I replayed every moment like it was evidence in a trial. You should have noticed, I said. You trusted her, I replied. That was stupid. That was love. Ryan showed up without asking. You look worse, he said. I feel worse, I replied. He sat across from me. Talk, he said. I don't want to, I said. Do it anyway, he replied. She lied to me, I said. I know, he said. I let her, I added. Ryan shook his head. No, he said. She chose to lie. I wasn't enough, I said. That's bullshit, he replied. She still left, I said. She left because she's broken, he said. That doesn't fix me, I replied. He leaned forward. You don't have to fix anything today, he said. After he left, the silence came back heavier. Call her, a voice in my head said. Don't, another voice replied. I stared at my phone. Just ask why, I whispered. You already know, I answered myself. That night, Claire called. You sound dead, she said. I feel close, I replied. She came over the next day and didn't sugar anything. She cheated, she said. I know, I replied. And you're blaming yourself, she added. I should have been better, I said. You should have been respected, she replied. I rubbed my face. She said she was confused, I said. So was I when I burned dinner last week, Claire said. I didn't betray anyone. I almost laughed. Almost. You loved her, Claire said. Yes, I replied. That doesn't make you weak, she continued. It makes her careless. I looked down. I feel disposable, I said. Claire's voice softened. You were loyal, she said. She took advantage of that. That word stayed with me. Loyal. Later that night, I argued with myself again. If you wait, she might come back, I said. And then what? I replied. She might apologize. She already did. She might choose you. She already chose. I saw every ignored sign clearly now. The cancelled calls. The missing warmth. The way I kept shrinking to keep her comfortable. You abandoned yourself, I whispered. That hurt worse than anything she said. I sat on the floor with my back against the bed. Beg, the weak part of me said. No, I answered. Expose her, another thought said. No, I repeated. Disappear, a calmer voice suggested. That one felt right. I won't chase, I said out loud. I won't beg, I continued. I won't explain her choices for her, I finished. I stood up slowly. My legs shook, but I stood. This ends with me, I whispered. Not revenge. Not closure. Just distance. Real distance. I didn't know how to heal yet. I only knew I wouldn't bleed in front of her anymore. I stopped reaching out the day after the call. No more, I told myself. I deleted her number from favorites. I muted her chat instead of blocking it. Blocking is loud, I said. Silence is quiet. The first morning felt strange. She'll text, I thought. She won't, I answered myself. I went to work early just to stay busy. You're here before everyone, my manager said. I needed air, I replied. I threw myself into routines. Gym before sunrise. Coffee alone. Long walks with no music. Keep moving, I told myself. Ryan noticed fast. You're different, he said. Better or worse? I asked. Quieter, he replied. I'm tired of explaining myself, I said. Days passed without her name lighting up my screen. She's waiting for you to break, a voice in my head said. She'll wait, I replied. Sarah tried instead. Hey, she texted. I stared at it for a long time. I replied, What's up? She's not doing well, Sarah wrote. I'm sorry to hear that, I typed. She wants to talk, Sarah sent. No, I replied. A few minutes passed. She's hurting, Sarah wrote. So am I answered. Sarah called me. You don't have to punish her, she said. I'm not punishing anyone, I replied. I'm protecting myself. Sarah sighed. She feels abandoned, she said. That's interesting, I replied. So did I. Silence hung between us. I didn't know how to tell you, Sarah said. I know, I replied. After that, I stopped responding. A week later, Ryan told me something I didn't ask for. She and Lucas are fighting, he said. I shrugged. That's not my business, I replied. But it's affecting her, he added. I hope she figures it out, I said. At night, I still argued with myself. You could end this with one message, I said. And restart the pain, I answered. I slept better without her voice in my head. One afternoon, I saw her name pop up. A missed call. My hand shook. Answer, the old part of me said. No, the stronger part replied. She left a voicemail. I didn't listen. Another message came through Sarah. She's spiraling, she wrote. I didn't respond. Silence started doing things I never planned. It made her louder and me calmer. I heard through mutual friends that Lucas hated being questioned, that he accused her of still loving me. Funny, I said out loud. I wasn't thinking about revenge. I was thinking about breathing again. I started cooking real meals. I started lifting heavier weights. You're healing, I told myself. One evening, Claire came over. You look steady, she said. I feel empty, I replied. That's the space filling, she said. Emily tried one last time. She sent an email. I never meant to lose you, she wrote. I didn't reply. I realized then that silence wasn't weakness. It was control. I don't owe anyone my pain, I said. While her world shook, mine slowly settled. I wasn't winning. I was recovering. And for the first time since everything broke, that felt like enough. I didn't hear it from her. I heard it from Sarah. They're done, Sarah said on the phone. I stayed quiet. Lucas left, she added. Why are you telling me this? I asked. Sarah exhaled. Because he realized she still talks about you, she said. I closed my eyes. That's not my problem, I replied. She's falling apart, Sarah said. I'm not her support system, I answered. She's missing work, Sarah continued. She's crying all the time. I felt nothing. That scared me more than pain ever did. I hope she gets help, I said. There was a pause. She wants to see you, Sarah said. No, I replied. She already knows where you work, Sarah added. That made my stomach tighten. I saw Emily 2 days later outside my office. She looked smaller, like something inside her had collapsed. Please, she said when she saw me. I didn't hug her. I didn't step back either. Say what you need to say, I replied. Her voice shook. I messed up, she said. I nodded once. I know. I lost everything, she continued. I stayed silent. He left, she said, tears spilling. He said I was still in love with you. I didn't react. I am, she cried. I never stopped. I looked at her calmly. You stopped choosing me, I said. She reached for my arm. I didn't pull away, but I didn't hold her either. I didn't think I could lose you, she said. That was the problem, I replied. Her breathing turned uneven. I hate myself, she whispered. I said nothing. Say something, she begged. I'm listening, I replied. She wiped her face. I was scared, she said. I wanted excitement. I wanted to feel wanted. You were wanted, I said. But I wanted more, she admitted. I nodded slowly. And I deserved honesty, I said. She dropped her head. I know, she whispered. She started listing regrets, moments, what ifs. I let her talk. I didn't interrupt. Every word felt late. I thought you'd fight for me, she said. I did, I replied. Until I realized I was fighting alone. She looked up, eyes wide. I didn't mean to hurt you. You didn't mean to stop either, I said. Her voice cracked. Can we start over? I shook my head gently. No. Why not? She cried. Because I won't unlearn what you taught me, I replied. She fell apart then, crying openly. People walked past. I stayed calm. Please, she said. I need closure. This is closure, I answered. She grabbed my sleeve. Forgive me, she begged. I removed her hand slowly. I don't hate you, I said. Hope flashed across her face. But I don't forgive you either, I continued. That broke something in her. I don't know how to live with this, she sobbed. That's not my burden anymore, I replied. She sank onto the bench beside us. I ruined everything, she said. Yes, I replied quietly. She looked at me like she was seeing me for the first time. You're so calm, she said. I had to become this way to survive, I answered. She reached for me again. Stay, she said. I stepped back. No. I turned away. My legs felt steady. My heart didn't race. Wait, she cried. I didn't turn around. Behind me, I heard her break down completely. I kept walking. I never thought I'd be strong enough to leave while she cried. But I was. Time didn't heal me all at once. It taught me how to breathe without thinking about her. Morning, I told myself in the mirror. You look steady, I answered. I kept routine simple. Gym. Work. Home. No chaos, I said. No excuses. Ryan noticed the change first. You don't look angry anymore, he said. I'm not, I replied. Are you happy? I'm peaceful, I said. Peace felt better than happiness ever did. One afternoon at work, someone new joined our team. This is Lena, my manager said. She'll be working with you. Nice to meet you, Lena said. Likewise, I replied. She spoke calmly. She listened fully. There was no rush in her words. You think before you answer, she said later. I didn't used to, I replied. We talked during lunch breaks. You don't overshare, she said. I learned not to, I answered. She smiled. That's healthy, she said. I didn't feel sparks. I felt steady ground. One evening, she asked, coffee after work? Sure, I replied. We talked about books, work stress, small dreams. You're very present, she said. I worked hard for that, I answered. She nodded like she understood without asking why. At home that night, I opened a drawer I rarely touched. Inside was the spare key Emily once gave back. I don't need this anymore, I whispered. I didn't throw it away. I just closed the drawer. Weeks later, a message came through. Her name appeared once, quietly. I'm not asking for forgiveness, she wrote. I'm just sorry. No excuses. No blame. Just words. I read it twice. Do you feel anything? I asked myself. Relief, I answered. I didn't reply. Claire asked me about it over dinner. Did she reach out? She asked. Yes, I said. And? I let it end, I replied. Claire smiled. That's growth, she said. I stopped checking old photos. I stopped wondering who she was with. Why chase ghosts? I asked myself. Lena and I walked together one evening. You're not broken, she said suddenly. I know, I replied. That was new. I realized I no longer needed answers. I didn't need apologies. I didn't need to be chosen. I already chose myself, I said out loud. The drawer stayed closed. The key stayed inside. Some doors don't need reopening. I went to sleep that night without replaying the past. That's enough, I whispered. I used to think distance killed us. Now I know it saved me. I wake up without panic. You're okay, I tell myself. Yes, I answer. I sit at the edge of the bed and breathe. No rushing thoughts. No rehearsed conversations. You survived, I say. I think about who I was when this started. You ignored your instincts, I tell myself. You trusted because you loved, I reply. Both things can be true. I don't hate myself for believing her anymore. Love shouldn't feel like confusion, I say. And it shouldn't feel like silence, I add. I used to shrink to keep peace. Don't ask too much, I told myself. Don't push, I warned. Now I know love should never require self-erasure. Ryan asked me once, do you regret it? No, I said. I learned. Claire asked later, would you do anything differently? I'd listened sooner, I replied. I speak to myself differently now. You deserve clarity, I say. You deserve honesty, I continue. I don't romanticize pain anymore. Suffering isn't proof of depth, I remind myself. Sometimes I still hear her voice in my head. Not begging. Not lying. Just existing. Let it pass, I tell myself. It always does, I answer. I opened the drawer one last time. The key rests where it always has. This doesn't control you, I whisper. I hold it for a moment. Thank you for the lesson, I say. Then I place it back and close the drawer. I lock it. That sound feels final. I step back and smile softly. Justice doesn't need noise, I say. Karma doesn't need my hands, I add. She lost me. I found myself. I walk outside and let the air hit my face. You're free, I tell myself. I don't need closure from her. I gave it to myself. I move forward without anger, without fear, without questions. This is enough, I say. And for the first time, I mean it.